All right, we got basic materials. Start with Ecoline or Ecolab, excuse me. I'm a little disappointed with this. However, the general market for September has been crashing, so that's kind of expected. Uh, I would have liked for it to hold here, just for a much stronger um, bullish trend. But however, Friday we did not hold. Um, we are finding some support at the 786 level from a larger from the same trend as right here. We will see if we hold that. There's a lot of volume on Friday. Um, let's see what happens with this. Uh, if we cannot hold this 786, then next target would be our other teal line right here, which would be 216. I don't really see, well, come Friday, I don't see us coming all the way down to the 207, but that would still be bullish because it's in the upper half. It's above the 50%, so it would still be bullish, even though it would be a nasty fall from the high. Uh, yeah, I see more of the 216, and if the market really falls out of the water, then the 210 area. Sherwin-Williams, we are at the 100% of this move, which would be from April 1st to May 10th, give or take the same, or the 100% move of when we had a 3-for-1 stock split. We've had massive gains since then. Just this last week was absolutely horrendous. 5 straight days of down. Um, we're still, I mean, we're literally not, we're less than 20 points away from the all-time high, less than 10%. Again, be very careful with this. If the market just keeps on continuously and it's 2 week downslide, then be very careful. This could pull itself all the way back to 289, 290 area before it finds some stronger support. But if I was a betting man, as double bottom right here, I'd see at least a little bit of support back up to maybe 295. And if we can hold that, let's see if we can retake the 302. Rio Tinto is Gap City. Yeah, it's literally almost at target for the downside. This is what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We were a little bit up here. We fell, and now we are basically at 65. Rio Tinto has basically fallen out of the graces. It looks terrible. Um, if you wanted to catch a falling knife, right here would be the spot. Since we're very close to the 65.94, you don't have very much risk. Anything below that, you'd have to get out or continue on the downside rather. But if you wanted to try to get yourself a gap, anything like right at the 65.94, and would be a decent place to buy. I mean, I wouldn't, just because I don't think Rio Tinto is very strong right now. However, um, if you were very aggressive, then here would be a good spot. Um, DuPont, we are still in basically the range from February, well, January, February range, where we were at 82. The high in January, the low of February was 67. So we're still in that range, although we are, transitioning down to the lower half, that's literally the like absolute lower half. Um, we are almost at our downside target, which would be the 67 area right here. So just be easy, be careful, look for maybe a bounce once we hit that target, maybe back up to the 70 to roll back over. Lundal Basal, yeah, we're below the 50% of the extension. Um, we're right at the 236. Last time we were over there, we found ourselves a nice bounce. This is back in September, or what, July, until mid August. We are right back at that area, the 91.81. So I like, if the market continues to drop, then I'm gonna have to follow the general market and look for protection, or look for next target basically down to the 84.06. Now, if the market kind of gets its life back together, then let's try to see if we could test and hold the 96.61. We got Dow Chemical. Yeah, looks absolutely terrible. Falling all the way out of bed. It hit both short-term targets, and we are running as fast as we can to the July low, which was the 57.13, which was also a nice little low over here on February. If we don't get a little bounce, or at least let's draw lines for reference. Yeah, if you notice something, all the they've been putting the gas on. All the volume has been pretty high. Not the highest, but all been relatively high. Yeah, so our teal line would be our next target for it to hold. If it can't hold that, look for 55.35 or 31. International paper, we are holding our 50% extension. At least that's where we went to. Be very careful. I'm not 100% sure if I would be very confident that we breached it. So no, I'm not confident at all. If the market continues to its route lower, then look for 55.24. Hopefully we can kind of jiggle around right here on the 56.48 to build some momentum, or like some yeah, I guess some momentum for higher. But if, like, again, like I said, if the market wants to continue its route lower, than 55.24 would be target. Yeah, we have been talking about how nasty Scott's Miracle-Gro has been for quite some time. We try to draw a nice little trend line, and it is broken below the trend line, and it doesn't look like it wants to go anywhere besides down. Let's do this. We are, if you've seen what I did, I drew the line from the low of August 17th to a relative high of August or July 22nd, kind of our last little move. And we are right around target of 40.99. So look for maybe a pop up to 46 and then roll back over to 129. BASF broke the our golden line over here. It looks absolutely horrendous. Let's do this. However, we are right at the 618 of the general trend. This doesn't play options or whatever, pays decent in dividends, but just be careful. We could be target all the way down to 1758. Mosaic. Oh wow, this is crazy. About time we get to say something decent about something. Mosaic is looking pretty strong. The rest of the market, well, basically the entire market has been kind of in a nasty September rout, but Mosaic is looking pretty nice, poised to try to take the 34.46. And if we could do that, look for the 35.78. Now just be careful, the market rout is real and it's really in effect. So we could roll ourselves back over to maybe this 50%, which is 32.04. However, um, if I was to pick any of these 10, Mosaic would be the one that I picked to go higher just because it's kind of bucking a trend. It's having its own little party. So hopefully this upcoming week we can continue that party and test the 34.46.